stress.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Stress and anxiety.
Okay. And what's this one about?
Manifestation.
Okay.
Manifestation Myths Unlocked is the title.
Okay, perfect. You're good to go.
Oh.
Welcome, Tess, to
Welcome,
session 11.
Alicia.
Woo! I'm really excited about this conversation. We've been talking a lot about this.
Yes, me too.
We've been hearing a lot about it.
This is just a really fun topic.
It's super fun. It's trending on TikTok right now.
It is.
And we've got a lot to say about it.
Yeah. So where are we going to start?
Okay, so today's episode is called Manifestation Myths Unlocked. I believe we did a short podcast about this like years ago when we first started podcasting.
Okay.
I think it might have been blended in with affirmations. We were talking about manifestation and affirmations, but we want to get deeper into this work, and we're going to be producing some content and resources around manifestation. So we wanted to kind of lay the foundation today around what it is and how it works. And so we have some myths that we're going to debunk.
Okay, great.
Great. And you're debunking them.
Okay, I'll debunk them. So you're going to say the myth and I'll debunk it.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's how
great.
it's like Mythbusters, okay?
Okay. It's like Ghostbusters, but with myths.
Myths,
Okay.
yes. Well, there's actually a show called Mythbusters.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
What?
No,
It's
what
so
is it on?
good. It's on like Discovery. Yeah, Braden knows. The
Braden
Podfather knows. It's like diners, drive-ins, and dives. It's always on that channel. It's
Oh.
like if you don't have something to watch, you watch Mythbusters.
Oh,
And your kids can watch it. It's really interesting.
okay.
Anyways, this
I'll
is
check
our
it
own
out.
personal Mythbusters.
Okay, sounds good.
Are you ready?
I'm ready, girl.
Okay. Myth number 1. Manifestation works for everyone at any time. That's what TikTok is telling me.
Mm.
Okay? What
Right.
do you think about that?
Okay, so is manifestation available and accessible for everybody? Yes. And I think something that we teach when we teach manifestation is in conjunction with meditation or regulation of the nervous system, however you go about that. But essentially, the manifestation process without regulation of the nervous system and awareness of your mind and your beliefs, your innermost thoughts, your limiting beliefs, your subconscious mind, it won't work, right? And so meditation is such a great tool to work in tandem with manifestation because meditation allows you access and awareness to all of that, right? So we can't say things like, I want to manifest a 7-figure year in my business, and in the background, we still have all these limiting beliefs around it, right? So when we have regulation of our nervous system, awareness of our mind and our thoughts, and then we can reprogram those beliefs, we can call in these manifestations quickly, effectively,
Yes.
efficiently. Right?
So powerful. And so maybe we should have done this to start out with, but can you tell me what your definition of manifestation is?
Honestly, like without off the top of my head, it's the creative process. It's the creative process of bringing things that are not in the physical reality into the physical reality.
Great.
Yeah.
So would you say, like, how would you say it's different from goal setting? Or is it not?
How is it different from goal setting? So goal setting is pretty specific. Like there's a start and an end date. And the energy of goal setting is, I will achieve this by this.
Yes.
Where manifestation, and we'll get into this, I think, as we myth bust.
Yes.
But there's not a like start and finish line,
Yeah.
right? It's like, it's creation. It's the creative process. And so while you may want to manifest things in a certain time frame, if we're being honest about manifestation, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work
Yes.
on our time.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, that's such a beautiful definition because I think manifestation has a lot of woo-woo connotation around it.
Right.
Like you are literally pulling things out of thin air. It's magic.
Yeah.
It is, coming from nothing, right? And that is not our definition of it or
Yes.
how we define it. Okay, so the second myth, I love this one. Manifestation is all about me and what I want out of life. So typical examples, and you just kind of gave one. I want $1 million.
Right.
I want to travel the world. I want the man of my dreams, right? Like those are examples that we see show up on social media or I don't know. For me, that's kind of a connotation I think of when I think of manifesting.
Okay, so I would say yes to all of that. Like manifestation is bringing to life our deepest desires, right? Like I really believe we're not given a dream, we're not given a desire unless we're actually meant to live it out in this life and in this world. However, when we say I want the like I want a trip around the world or I want the man of my dreams, we can want those things. And manifestation, true manifestation is you will receive what you want, and if it is in the highest good for all. So if it's good for that man of your dreams to be with you, you will receive it.
Yes.
And not up until it is, right? So maybe if, I want to manifest the man of my dreams and it's not happening. It's like, why isn't it happening? Maybe there's work that I need to do on myself so that it is in the highest good for everybody.
Right.
Right? Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay.
It's a little bit harder to digest.
Right.
But I hear you. I understand there's like a synchronicity, there's a give and take, right?
Yeah.
To it. I'm trying to think what is I think you said it. It's
and
just
I think
if
nobody talks about this who's teaching manifestation. They're never saying it has to be in the highest good for all because nobody wants to hear that. It's like, just give me what I want and have that be the end of story. But it actually, manifestation is a spiritual principle and we're all, when we're all in our highest expression, we're all connected. We're all living out lives that benefit ourselves and everybody around us. Right?
Okay. And I think that's really helpful. There is a spiritual component to it.
For sure. Like this isn't a like rational, logical
science.
It isn't. Right. And there is, some people can draw a lot of parallels, but it's more esoteric. And I think it gets confusing when people say, here are the 3 steps to manifest everything you want, because that takes away that element of mystery around it, which does exist.
Yes.
Right?
That's so good. And I think also for me, what comes up when I think of the highest good for all, the word intention comes into my mind, because I think that plays a strong part into it as well.
It does. And so when you're sitting like your list of, here are the things I want to manifest, like ask yourself that question, what's my deepest intention here? Like, what do I want? Like when we're teaching meditation or with chapter 2, our deepest intention is to we just want people to feel less alone. We want people to have the tools where they can remember, I can find my breath. I can breathe through this pain. I'm not alone. And that is in the highest good for all.
Yes.
Right? And I feel like that's why we're seeing so much momentum and success and so many doors opening with chapter 2.
Yes.
Because the intention is really rooted in something that's of the highest good.
Yes.
Right? So it doesn't mean that. So maybe when you're saying, I want to manifest my dream man, ask yourself, what's my deepest intention here? Like, and maybe, what is it? Like, I want to be in a loving, committed relationship.
Yes.
I want to create a safe environment for our family that we may have together, or the family that already exists around us today. I want to have a partner that we travel with and we're best friends. Like, what is it that you want, right?
Yes.
And get clear on that and get clear of the intention, so you really understand, like, how does it impact for the better the people that are involved in it.
Yes. Okay? Yes. So good. So clear. Okay, number 3. This is our final myth.
Okay. We're doing 3 today.
3 today. By focusing on the result and putting all of my energy into that one thing, I will get what I want. Like, I'm just thinking about, like, being like, I'm manifesting that guy. He's going to show up. Like, it's almost like feeling like forceful, I feel.
Yes.
That's a word.
And a lot of times that's how we're taught to manifest. It's like, think about this day and night, write about it, journal about it. Walk around like you already have it. And there is something in all of those. But the underlying principle, which again, we're not hearing enough of, is this like deep knowing that here's what I would like. Here's my desire. Here's what I'd like to manifest. And I am enough with this and without this, right?
Yes.
That's the energy that you want to get to and play with, because we can't attract things if we don't feel like we're enough without them, you know?
Yes. I think that's so powerful. I've referenced her once today, but the beautiful Opes has told us
Oprah Winfrey,
when you want something, you ask for it, you set an intention around it, you put your energy into it, and then let it go. If it's meant to be, it will come back to you. Right? And that's this like extra
So saying what we want, putting your energy into it, feeling into it, understanding your intention behind it, and then moving through the world like, yes, I'm already here and I've arrived. And if this never comes, I'm good, right? That's a big one around when we're trying to call in relationships as well, right? Like if you're not enough without it, you won't be enough with it.
Yeah.
And the job or the promotion, like I've definitely come up against that before. And I think as I'm like debunking the myths, it sounds like easy and I know what I'm saying, but in practice, it's really hard.
100%.
Right? Because we want things. Like I'm trying to think about like things you deeply, deeply want. Like if you were in a like fertility journey or trying to be pregnant, and hearing this would be so frustrating.
Yes.
How do you like,
oh my God, yes,
uncouple? Like I really, really want this, but I need to be okay with or without it. So it's like this really hard juxtaposition of like, how do you set an intention, set a desire, and then just surrender, release it, and work on finding that space within you where you can neutralize and say, oh, with this, everything would just feel really incredible.
Yeah.
And without this, I'm going to like learn to find some peace and learn to find a happy place as well. Right?
Beautiful.
So much easier said than done.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good point to make. Okay, and so I mentioned that we have more content coming out around this. Do you want to give like a little bit of a teaser of what's to come in this space?
Yeah, I think we are starting to talk more about manifestation in our social media channels. And we are going to be really defining like our guide around this. So around these myths, like we'll do not like a here's 6 steps to manifest, but it will frame it more as here are things to consider, right? In your a framework for manifestation that's really different and unique than what's out there right now in the mainstream, because we definitely believe in this. We've had really strong examples of it in our own life, which we should talk about it some, because you have some really powerful ones. And I think we're still, or I'm for sure still in the work of like figuring out how this works day to day, but through that have so much to share around what's working, what's not working. And coupled with meditation, I think we see such an unlock when we focus on calming the nervous system. We're rewiring the brain. We're creating new neural pathways. That's when we can really clear space and bring in these manifestations.
Exactly. No lucky girl syndrome here.
I would like that. It's
a
much
good
easier.
name.
Yeah.
It is a good name. It's catchy.
A good name. But it's also so like polarizing, because it's a good name if it's working for you. If it's not, you're out there feeling like, oh,
I'm unlucky.
Yeah, I'm unlucky. And why isn't this working for me? And it's working for her, you know?
Yes, 100%. All right, that's a wrap on the manifestation myths.
Okay.
Good job debunking.
Thank you. Should we do our like key takeaways, or are we good? Because you have those at the bottom.
Yeah, I do have key takeaways.
Or should we just wrap then?
No, I'm going to do key takeaways. Okay.
Alicia, what are our key takeaways from today?
Okay, we've got 3 for you. The first one is manifestation without regulation of the nervous system and awareness of the mind-body will not work. The second one, manifestation without setting the intention of the highest good for all will not work. And the last one, manifestation without surrender to the deep knowing I am enough with this or without this will not work.
Amen.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Toodles.
Toodles.